Good day and welcome back to Elementary 72 Gaming. It is time for you to join me on a trip to the plains. Now, yesterday after I defeated Muda, which was a fight that I had been really worried about, to be honest, I was expecting to absolutely lose. And instead, I got seriously disappointed with it, with how easy it had become. I actually came out here just to find whether this was um, a shallow area or a deep area, and the reason behind it is pretty simple. I need a wide open spot in the plains. A lot of people forget that in the plains there are several things that you don't want to run into. One is the furlings, which you could call the goblins. The second is sorry. The second is herds or tribes in the plains. Has it. Oh, no, 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 no. Ah. Villages are a little bit dangerous. Had I been a little bit more patient and given myself maybe about 3 minutes, I most probably would have been able to get out of there quite easily. Ah. Now, the big thing about all of this is that I need flak and I need. What's the other item? You need a ton of flak. You need a ton of. I need flak. I need. Flak? Sorry. Flak and I need wheat. Sorry about that. Sometimes I can even forget what I need. With those two, I can then make pies, bread, which is a far better food than what I'm having. So lox pies plus wolf skewers. Sorry, yeah, lox pie plus wolf skewer plus um, bread is one of the best combinations. You can also go with blood pudding, which is also crazy. Oh, I did not see that. I got backstabbed. Ah. Do not judge me for this. I did not expect to die so quickly to those guys. There, there are some things I could have done to got away with that, and to be honest, I could have just kept a a, a full set of flaming arrows. Would have helped me tons. Plus, it will also prevent the mosquitoes from getting me. I really don't mind it at this point. There is something you can set up. I think it's called training dummy, and I might set up one at the space which I'm going to build here. Right now, this is just the scout for the area. That's one of the reasons why you're gonna see me willing to make this crazy swap out, and why I'm using such heavy food, because I'm coming here to pick up stuff, and I do have a third set of no, I don't have a third set of armor. I only have two sets of armor, and yeah, that's the crazy part about this. I do have a steel set after this, so if I fail at this point, I have to turn to steel. Oh, I did not see that. They're triple locks. Three locks will kick my butt. This section right here next to the coast is where I'm thinking of building my new base. Oh yeah, I forgot these guys are super rich. Alright. Now a quick log out, log in. And I have bone mass ready, so I can go bone mass crazy inside here and just slay everything. That is something I don't like. Come on, big boy. Bali. I don't have flak, but at least I've got one of the items. You might be wondering, why am I dismantling this village? Well, it's pretty simple. At the end of the day, when you decide to build your base, you want to make sure that all of these things are gone. I hate it when it's raining and you're doing things like this. Now, there is a reason why I'm actually targeting this particular spot of plains out of any other spot of plains that I could possibly target for where I'm going to put up my base. And the answer is super simple. This place is shallow enough that I'll be able to maintain all of the things that I need to maintain after I actually set up, which is going to be another crazy build, and there is a reason why this build is super important. Without a plains base, I'm not going to be able to get, how should I say, I'm not going to be able to get enough resources to move forward. Without a plains base, I'm not going to be able to grow barley, I'm not going to be able to grow flax. Now, over here, I don't have flax. But if I continue along this coast, no, there isn't another plains in here. There might be a plains inland. I'm not 100% sure about that. I'll go look. And by the way, just for by the way, this base isn't the most crazy. If you look at my last Valheim series, there's a base where I literally took out about 132 of these creatures all in a single shot. So yeah, this base doesn't even count as being dangerous. It's actually this server where I got 132 all at once at the same time, and yeah, that wasn't easy. It wasn't pleasant. It was a really tough time, to be honest, and I really didn't like it, which is a shocker to have to admit. But I didn't like fighting off the entire army all at once, and I didn't really appreciate the amount of difficulty that came with it. It was just crazy. And barley is one of the worst plants when it comes to planting, because there is only one type of barley that you're going to get, and you have to replant that same thing over and over again. And I think it's two to every head on a plant. So you will plant one and you will get two. So you have to be super, super careful with planting them, because you make a mistake, one is lost. You haven't lost anything really, you have just gained nothing. You're back to where you started from, and you have to keep planting with those rows almost perfect. Which is one of the reasons why you might see me do a whole leveling of the base. Then I'll come back and I will cultivate it. Then I'll whole level it again. Then I'll cultivate. Then I'll whole level, and that is the reason. It's because of how crazy this region is. Fortunately for me, I am picking up all of this, and I am not leaving this area, which is really, really fortunate. Yeah, he really put a dampener on everything all at one go. Oh yeah, by the way, when I make a plains base, I generally try to capture a few locks around it. Even if it's only two, I'll capture two and I'll start throwing cloudberries in. And once I have enough cloudberries, I'll have tamed locks. So multiple tamed locks equals to a massive army, and a massive army of locks is way better than an army of wolves. Because an army of wolves will die to an army of locks. They basically have that one hit super shot. You kidding me? I jumped servers and I forgot to load it into. Uh, this is the same as jumping through portals. In case anybody's thinking it's anything different, it's the same as jumping through portals. It's just that instead of it being a portal, it is another server altogether where you're not suffering the same situations. And this base, I don't really stress about anything hitting it. I even have a plains base on this server, which I really like going to be honest. It's just that right now I don't have a reason to go to that base. Uh, well, yeah, there we go. 153. I'm really carrying a little bit too much on me and walking around with it. Eventually, you're gonna see me go back to my base, grab all the stone, bring it here, load up into boxes, and then I'm going to actually keep doing this to build up my next base. That's because these bases have to be stone. If I put up a wooden base, I guarantee you some furling is going to literally spear right through 6 walls and kill me. I can hear the laughing. Oh, looks like I missed some. I am going to heal. There is no way I'm fighting a mosquito in two of these guys. Mosquitoes are already a nightmare, and I'm just blocking the mosquito. Woo! Now, in case anybody thinks that I've always been this terrible at fighting them, no, I haven't. And the reason why I do this is purely for the sake of keeping myself alive. I got a little bit tired of the whole defend and attack, play the strategy, play the game the way it's meant to be played. I really got sick of it. At the end of the day, um, and anybody could get tired. All you've got to do is know when to play the strategy, when to play against the strategy. And I decided that I'm going fully against the strategy. I forgot this base here had so much done to reinforce it. Yeah, in case anybody wants to know what happened here, the ground isn't even, and I couldn't find an even enough spot. So I ended up sacrificing in terms of my ground stability, so I had to put in a ton of reinforcement. And to be cheap, I decided to stay away from doing an iron reinforcement. Unlike this time, I don't I don't have to be cheap in terms of iron reinforcement right now. I can go through my base and just iron reinforce everything wherever I need reinforcement, and all of these reinforcements will disappear almost instantly because one iron reinforcement is like woo. And if I play with 3 or 4 guys, then with 3 or 4 guys in this thing, I generally don't play the same strategies that you see me playing right now. I'll be a lot more cautious. I will. Where in the world did all these mosquitoes come from out of nowhere? Now, if anybody just recall what I said, I am not leaving this area. I'm actually looking for the area where I'm going to settle my base. Now, there's only one reason why this becomes really important, and that is you need to set up a base for growing crops. Without it, you are in big trouble. I'm not even gonna deny it. Things go berserk in this place. Oh wait, I can put this here down. Okay, let me log out, log in. I've got a few jumps to make. I've got a few things to pick up and move around. I need to get a stone crafting table out here almost instantly. I'm gonna need to get a whole lot of other things. And the whole idea behind putting down this table is to start off my primary area. Once this is up, I'm gonna move my portal over here and the secondary portal on this island, so I don't have to stress too much about it. So yeah, all of this should be pretty much where you want. Wait, let me see if I can get to fine wood from here. That was even easier. Oh, you can see the amount of tar that I still have. That is all from this server. So yeah. Oh wait. Let's see, what do I have in my inventory right now? Okay. So I won't take you along for the crazy build that happens here, but I will take you along for building the moat on this particular base. Now, there is something I call a flat moat. A flat moat is where the sides of the base and the entrance to the base are almost at the same level. I'll generally make it a run uphill, so You've seen enough people jump up straight up hills, and I'll do it into a open doorway, and that is how I enter into my base. And if the door isn't open, you have to run up and you have to hit E just to get into the base. So I make it a little bit more difficult, and that's just for the sake of, well, keeping things real. Now I'm going to have to go and get more uh, fine wood and other items, but right now the Sonya isn't so important. My portal is. No! Ugh. Not the worst. Not the worst. The reason why this isn't the worst is my portal is not that far from it, and all I've got to do is break this portal in order to continue with what I was doing earlier. So yeah, that isn't going to kill me too badly, provided those two don't stick around my body, which they won't, because they're night raiding teams. There are some items that I'm going to want to take with me moving forward. They've become critically important once again. I did say this just now, but I need to dismantle this. So, stone cutting table will be joining me in a little bit. You see, the thing about fighting plains monsters is... Oh, whoa. I'm pretty sure I have black metal in my inventory. Oh, I don't. And in case anybody thinks I don't know the disaster, I'm about to face? Well, you're wrong. I know the disaster. I am willfully facing it right now. I'm going to be stacking up all of my wood, all of my items to craft up um, this base in another slot, and then I'm going to keep exploring other planes around the map. That's just the way that I do it, and from where I fought my last boss, I'll run around that island, I'll look for planes there, there's bound to be a planes, and yeah. In case anybody is wondering why I'm taking regular wood, the reason is quite simple. There's going to be a lot of things at the new base that's going to require wood. That's also going to be for the new base, but it's not part of construction. Setting up your plains base. How important is it? Well, I'll give you a hint. If you're going to go around and you're going to try and catch fish, remember you need perch, um, you need pike, and you need one other fish. I'm forgetting what it's called, birch or breach, whatever it's called. Birch, I believe, is a tree. But anyway, there's another type of wood that you must collect in order um, to actually participate properly with all of the other. To participate with all the other types of items that you're going to be collecting. And in order to keep ahead of the craziness when it comes to all of those things, because fish traps are also fantastic. It's just that I don't know people who actually go around and fish enough to actually catch everything, because some you get from the meadows and you can only get them from the meadows. Others you get purely from um, the Blackwood Forest and only from the Blackwood Forest. So it makes it a little bit more of a pain. This is a devastating amount of items to be carrying around. It's impossible to carry it around. And to be honest, if you're thinking about doing that with the boat, you're going to need carts. So you're going to have to build carts on top of your boat, and you're going to have to carry that across the entire map. So yeah, so just to put it into perspective, you're gonna build carts, you're gonna get your carts onto your boat, you're going to be lining up about 40 or 50 carts, you're gonna be taking that and you're gonna be jumping from server to server for who knows how long. And I literally mean who knows how long as a proper statement in this case. This isn't like me joking around saying that it's gonna take forever. No, it will take a very long time to sort out any of this. Fantastic. Everything here is filled. I need to take. There's my fishing rod and all of this. So you go to the Blackwood Forest. You go to the swamps. I think the swamps give you the same thing as the Blackwood Forest. Plus, you always get swamped by droggers when you're fishing. So I don't know what to catch. But yeah, you're going to fish off the coast of a swamp. Then you're going to fish off the coast of a plains, and I know that the plains has a particular fish that is really important for this entire process. And from there, you start to get quite a bit of items that are necessary for the next step. I'm actually thinking about fixing up my main base at the moment. That is why I'm just jumping through. Okay. Ah man, no, this is really stupid. I'm going to be taking down the pillars. The pillars are worth 10, 20, 40 for each stack. And when I replace it with a steel bar, it's a bar and 10 wood if I'm correct, and that's way cheaper, and the strength is far higher from the steel bar. So I still need the table in the base to sort out that part of this whole situation. Once that is done, then I'll come through again, and this base should be in fantastic condition. So catch you all in the next one. Until then, have a good day.